of attack from fraudsters. You see, technology is not limited to people who just want to use it for the greater good of everyone. It, too, is accessible by evil individuals who are up and about stealing other people's hard-earned assets in any form that they can. And for these men, there's no greater number of vulnerabilities to exploit from the online world, especially crypto. 2022 marked the greatest years for cybersecurity attacks that caused billions in total damages. These even got the governments of multiple countries to join in a collective effort to serve justice to these criminals. But despite their efforts, and even if there are constant security updates after each attack, hackers and fraudsters as well innovate their evil craft for their personal gains. Address poisoning is an all-new variant of a phishing attack. The attacker changes a victim's secret recovery phrase and modifies their transaction history without the victim knowing for the most part. Now, there are many factors for any form of cyber attack to succeed, but this particular one needs users' innate carelessness in their online activities and transactions in order to even work. And if it's carelessness we're talking about, then to some degree, almost anyone is guilty of it. That's how big of a threat address poisoning is. One of the very first entities to notice and take action to warn and help educate the crypto community was the leading DeFi crypto wallet, MetaMask. MetaMask support published an entire article to help the unknowing public about the threat that may very well have them exposed to attacks and possible loss of digital assets. Part of their message was to have their users act and check their crypto wallet addresses for any kind of suspicious content, and to also help with the spreading of information to help everyone protect themselves as well, before it is too late. Because let's be honest here, who even memorizes their crypto wallet addresses, which are usually 26 to 35 characters long? We are even guilty of copying and pasting it through transactions. Now these criminals are forcing us to be more careful by going through each transaction when it could have been usually done in a few clicks of a mouse. We say they're guilty of that crime too. Because they are made up of hexadecimal digits that are produced cryptographically, crypto wallet addresses are in fact exceedingly difficult to recall. The unique addresses are frequently added by hackers to their phony transaction history, and typically there isn't any obvious distinction between both the real and fraudulent crypto wallet addresses. Once these fraudsters manage to create a fraudulent duplicate of your crypto wallet address, these criminals can then send transactions with zero amounts in them to the face wallet as the poison pill. That actually poisons your crypto wallet, as DeFi wallet's transaction history shows not your but the hacker's new fraudulent address. Now this is where the evil genius of these criminals come into play. More seasoned crypto users usually check their addresses start and end part, so these hackers figured that they put the poison in the middle of the 26 to 35 character addresses to lessen the chance of any seasoned crypto players to notice. That's why, despite the massive number of users and guarding eyes present in the cryptoverse, these hackers still manage to infect a lot of users for a decent amount of time in the online world's perspective before they get found out. Now this gives the hackers a chance to poison the wallet's bogus addresses. The assets may likely wind up in the wallet of the hacker, who looks almost exactly like the actual crypto wallet, the next time the unwary user tries to replicate the crypto wallet address from the transaction history. Now, the most important part of this video: how can you protect yourself from address poisoning? There are a few solutions to this new problem that criminals just love to make. The easiest one is, of course, to check both of your crypto addresses before actually using them for any transaction you make. Double check or even triple check them before going through your transaction. Though it is the simplest of solutions we have for you, it is also an added burden on your part, not to mention memorizing random sequences of 26 to 35 characters just takes a toll on the eyes and mind. It's like these little characters play tricks on your mind. This psychological phenomenon may also be one of the main reasons that address poisoning was such a success for these criminals to do. Now, for more advanced solutions to the whole address poisoning threat, one must invest more than just annoyance for protection, and these may even consume a decent amount of your time and resources. But of course, it's nothing compared to the actual amount of digital assets that may be stolen from you. Now, here we go. First one is to actually use an address book. You see, the majority of address poisoning situations should be resolved by using an address book rather than copying crypto wallet addresses from individual transaction histories. and the fact that this feature is already available in MetaMask by going through its settings and contacts makes address poisoning evil yet amazing, as it sheds light into humanity's tendency to take things for granted, even if that thing could potentially lose the majority of your life's assets. Again, only evil people would actually go and exploit that very human weakness, instead of them going around and sharing information to the public about it. Going back, by accessing this feature, a couple of solutions are created that are both essential for efficiency and are secured against address poisoning. First one would be eliminating the need to copy and paste your address each transaction, thus turning the chances of you using the poisonous addresses to zero. Furthermore, before adding addresses to the address book, verification is required. The wallet owner's submitted addresses